Hello, hello, hello. Today, on this video, I am going to try out this, a phone socket mold that I got from Michael's. Oh, there's a few. So it comes just like this. So you get 4 of the pop sockets that go on the back of your phone. Of course, they open like so. So there's that. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I can't seem to find the part of my microphone that goes into my phone. And then it comes with this cute little mold, which that looks kind of scratched. I'm going to try and wipe it out with a baby wipe really fast. As you can see, I went away from the bright blue. Yeah, that one is definitely scratched. Huh, that one don't look much better either. Now, there's probably a couple ways you could do this. I recommend, why not make that the back and work to the front, and then you can see what your project is going to look like. I'm only going to work on one today, just because I want to try and make a shorter video. What do I want to do? I think I don't know. I can't think, actually. I guess we could put... I do have some UV-DTF. Oh, that might fit. Hold on just a moment. Let's get these opened. I bought these for other things, but... oh my, I think those are gonna fit just fine. Now I just have to find one that I like and decide what we're gonna do for a background. I think these are all the same, every sheet. Oh, here's some cute ones in the back. Oh, these are actually cuter. And I did get these just off of Amazon. They are UV-DTF. They're made for keychains. So, let me see. Oh yeah, I was going to these other ones. Let's see what we have. I think Not Today Heifer would make a super cute foam grip. That's the one. So I'm gonna cut that one out. And I'm gonna make it quite small because I don't need it very large at all. I come into this very unorganized today. And I think I'm gonna put those away, but I'm gonna see what else I have over here. That would be glitter. What else is here? Are these smaller? Oh no, these are like, these are UV-DTF as well. But these are more for the, hotel key size ones. So I've got a mold, and we'll try this at another time because I do have a mold that'll fit these. So we're gonna do that another day. This is the one we're gonna do for today. And I am going to try and match the green that is on that tag. Just because I think it'll be cute. Actually, either one of those would work. No, that's got a gold shimmer to it that I don't want. Just a plain green. Actually, I think that rainbow green is probably the best one. I don't know. Let me think. I think I'm going to do a little mix, actually. I think I am going to mix together, well, if I can get a cup, I'm going to mix together, I want to use the one that didn't have any scratches in it. This mold looks really rough for being brand new. That's disappointing. This one has more of a gold tint than I want. Really like wasabi green. And this is Peace Lily. I'm gonna go with Peace Lily. I've made a decision. This is our Eye Candy Pigment, which I truly love. It's not ours, I should say. We are an affiliate with them, and I am not gonna lie, I think their pigments mix in very, very well. I think that makes them easier to use as a whole. This is the Ghost Blue. Now, I'm not going to add that right at the beginning yet because I'm going to add it little by little. I am going to just go down to my trash can and take the lid that off. What I'm going to do, let me make sure that I'm in frame with the new Resiners mat. I feel like I have a lot more room. I feel like this is going to take probably 15 mils. Let's see what that does. Of course, we are using the Let's Resin UV hard type, which I can tell you I need quite a bit more of this color to make it a little bit more opaque. Let me just see what that's going to look like. I'm going to put a little what's that? Kabosu? Sorry. These names. I don't know. This has a gold tint to it too. Let me see. Let's go with wasabi. I don't like the gold tint in the Kabosu. Getting these open without getting it all in the mold and all over is a challenge. So, I forgot I was gonna need more of this today because, you know, this is bigger than most earrings we make. Let me set everything to the side here. Get out a baby wipe because I am gonna use that popsicle stick when I get the Ghost Blue out, and I want to just make sure that I get that cleaned up off my mat. Well, I guess we're gonna have 3 colors mixed today. And I am gonna put a little bit of that Ghost Blue in there. I'm gonna start with a small amount, hoping that I can make it, you know, like that country, you know, turquoise color. Okay, I think that is opaque enough without being so opaque that we, you know, might not get it cured. However, I am still going to work in thin layers with this just because we want to make sure we're all the way cured through. I'm gonna put just a little bit more of this ghost blue. This is the first time I've tried this and I love it. I'm gonna throw the stick away now though. And I'm gonna close up all these powders so I don't get them all over. I love getting the sample size bags to try them, see what I like. But I would recommend, once you decide on a color, using the jars, and that jar will last you forever. But Eye Candy mixes in beautifully. There's no lumps, there's no clumps. I'm just giving that a good mix. Oh, that's a really pretty color. Stunning. See, and as you can see, you can still see my stick enough through that we know it's going to cure, but we're going to have to do layers to ensure that it does cure properly. So I am now going to just lay that to the side. I'm going to try and find the best one. I guess it really doesn't matter because it's on the back side. And all I'm going to do is put the very first coat in there. Just a little bit more, and I'm gonna get a wipe just so that I can clean my cup off so it doesn't get anywhere. Again, if you've ever watched my videos, PPE is your decision. Do what works for you. For me, I am more allergic to gloves than I am the UV resin. So that is what I choose to do. I'm not saying that's right for you. I'm just saying do what's right for you. So since we have a 90-degree angle around this corner edge, I am going to just go around that edge to hopefully make sure we don't have any issues. Now I'm going to okay, I like that. So I'm gonna move my cup away from the light because I do not want the light while it's curing to affect. Now that's a nice little sturdy mold too, I will say that. Am I happy about the scratches? Heck no. I think that companies, especially like Michael's, should be able to send a mold without scratches in it. Let that cure for a couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna see what I need to do to cut around this so that it might fit in a little bit better into our cavity. Now with UV-DTF, I'm sure most of you are aware of this, you do not need to top coat it. However, I want my, image to be protected for, the phone is always in someone's hand. So I want to make sure that it's protected, and I'm going to resin dome it. I still want it domed. So I think we've got enough of a cure on there. Yep. I'm going to turn off my Let's Resin double-sided UV lamp. Ooh, look at all the bubbles I have in there. I'm gonna try and get some of them out right in the cup. And it might be a little bit more friendly to use here. Gonna wipe the edge of my cup off. Now, I'm gonna very carefully move that up to the light, and I'm gonna give that a 5-minute cure. And while that is curing, I am going to, yay, I found the other part of my microphone I thought I'd lost. Let's move that somewhere else. My workroom, I've been working on it, but it is a mess. It's a big mess. So, what do we have there? Let's go and use what we have left. I'm actually gonna add a little sparkle of glitter to it. I'm gonna go to my box of glitter from my glitter chick. We are an ambassador with them. I'm actually sporting a t-shirt right now that Cindy sent me. She has great custom glitter mixes in great colors. And if you use our code, I'm pretty sure it's 10% off. So, our code is TwoCrazyShuckers. So I've made that quite thick. All I'm gonna do with this extra resin is I'm gonna make a keychain out of it, and then I'll have it as a free gift for an order. So when I added the glitter, it got a little bit too, what's the word? Thick. Didn't move, didn't flow nicely. So I used Wasabi, Peace Lily, Ghost Blue, and then Sea Glass from my glitter chick. We'll put that box back, and we have to decide which one we want to make. I think we're gonna do a turtle and a seahorse. I think I have enough for that. Actually, I'm gonna add a skosh more UV resin and mix it in, because then I think I'll have enough to do both. And they will make cute little keychains. I have a seahorse on my keychain that's been there for years. Surprisingly, it is the only resin keychain that hasn't broken. I am hard on keys. I'm gonna let that flow. I'm gonna try to block it from the light a little bit. I need to get some kind of divider with my light up there like it is. It's showing down onto my, you know, my table. What do you want to call it? Not my table, my desk. A little bit more than I would like. I might be able to use this turtle charm. I've got to make a car. You know, like, what do you call it? Why can't I think today? It's like a, you know, a car charm. It has like crystals and turtles, and they want just a small one. So I've got to get that custom order made. And I may use this little turtle in that. That would be a good idea. Clearly I had enough resin. So the seahorse does need a bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Oh, I dripped right on the thing. I'm just gonna clean that off real fast. Now it looks like I'm gonna have to help this into this area a little bit. That is a small area, I guess. So this is a cute mold. I'm just gonna go around the edges, and you can feel the glitter. It's kind of falling, but I tried the whole glue in the glitter for little projects like this. That does not work. I mean, it worked fine in UV resin. It did what it was supposed to do, but I had issues with it not going and flowing properly into all the little areas that, you know, you have when you're working with smaller items. So it's probably because of the amount too, which I didn't think of till right now. In UV resin, we don't work in ounces, and when you use that glue, it is 1 it is 1 drop of glue for every ounce of glitter. So we're gonna have some shrinkage. So I am just gonna add a little bit to kind of dome it up. And I've never used this mold, so I'm not sure if there's a lip there, but we're gonna give it a go. How far am I out of frame right now? Hey, not bad. Hey. So there you have it. I'm just gonna, you can see when the flame takes the bubbles off. You really can. And I can tell you right now that that seahorse needs just a skosh more in the head area. Maybe we'll have less work at the end if we dome it up a little bit. Again, flame for the extra bubbles coming up. And of course my lighter is running out of. Let me see what else I have over here that would be cute in this color. Oh, a mermaid tail would be adorable. So would a starfish. Okay, starfish it is. There. Now I didn't waste any of that. Ooh. Okay. Need another baby wipe. I just got some resin right there. Gonna make sure around that loop and around the angles. Ooh, that went into the shell. That's okay, we'll get it out after. This could make a cute part of a thing as well, as a core charm as well. Let me see what I have for lighters that are working. There we go. See how those bubbles just strip right away? Put that one in to be refilled. My husband refills them for me. He's such a good guy. I am going to put that up in here for now. I'm going to start the cure on that one only because these are pretty flimsy molds. Just got them off Amazon, and you know, they're not at all made like Crafty's 787 shop, where you can individually set them up there. You don't have to worry about them spilling over, falling over, you know, things like that. I'm going to give my hands a quick spray before I start to demold, just to make sure I don't have anything on there. Remember, alcohol is drying to your hands though. Be careful with it. Be careful with what you do with it. Okay. Let's see how that's doing. I'm just gonna, again, more bubbles. And my little cup is nice and crunchy. So we're gonna put that away. Then I'm gonna sit this to the back a little bit. And I'm gonna put this one up there. And let that cure. While that is curing, I'm gonna wet my desk up a little bit. I love this new mat, and I've got a new leather mat that will go under this. But right now, my Let's Resin black one is working fine. So let's work on this. I'm gonna stand up to demold this. Yeah, it's nice and cured. So you can see a little bubble there and stuff, but remember that part is going to be down anyway. We're going to use this side. I don't know. Maybe we should use that side. Now it looks like it's too big. That is going to have to be carefully placed on there. Of course, remember the white will go away. Let me think. And as you can see, the scratches in the mold did show up. I mean, you can see the marks that I made with the tool as well. But the little, and I made more marks. That is definitely crazy. Interesting. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna decide, got kind of an air bubble back here. I'm gonna have to take care of the air bubble situation. Let me think. Okay. So I am gonna give this a slight doming coat. First of all, I have an air bubble right there that I need to fix. I am gonna use that as my backside. And as you can see, by doing the 2 layers, it's fully cured. However, I do not like those air bubbles. Let me see. Get all this stuff out of the way. And I'm just gonna rough up this area and kind of just sand that edge off a little bit, because I'm gonna cover it over anyway. Turn my light back on. There went my water bottle. I mean my alcohol bottle. Well, that didn't go like I thought it was going to. I really thought I was going to end up using the back side, but with the issue, I feel like we might be better using the other side, and then I can get rid of the air bubbles a little bit, so it'll sit on here like so. So I smoothed out with that nail file the issues. What I'm gonna do to dome this is kind of unconventional, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna take a little bit of UV resin, a very little bit. I'm gonna go up here, turn the light off. I'm gonna go back into the ghost blue. I'm not a fan of the tool marks in this at all. I'm going to close this up because I don't want anything to get in it. Isn't that amazing how that looks in just resin? The shimmer that it creates. And it is kind of a white tint to it, but it's that blue background. So I'm going to use my tool. I'm going to flick this to the edge. I'm going to try to address issues that I have with air bubbles on the sides. And possibly get rid of some of those tool marks that I'm not a fan of. This would be cute in glitter too. Really cute. Or beachy themed. That's where I almost went with this, was beach themed. But I wasn't prepared enough. So I decided to hopefully keep it simple, because I do have a lot of the UV-DTF stickers that I would love to use. I just have to look into where you buy the socket itself. Well, how's she gonna look on there? I think she'll still look okay. I am not going to worry about too much about the edge. I'm gonna just try to fill in any of my bubble areas, my rough spots. I'm just gonna kind of flick the popsicle stick over them so that I get, you know, a smooth edge. I'm already liking it better. There's always ways of fixing things. And there's always someone who's going to tell you, oh, you use too much lighter, or you do this too much, or you do that too much, or you're not doing this right, or don't sweat it. Do you. Be happy. So now we got to work on getting this. Oh, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Remember, when you use UV-DTF, you have the back, but then you also have, you know, a front side that you have to take off as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put away all my Eye Candy Pigments, clean up my desk a little bit. I think the next time, if you'd like to see me do a beachy phone grip, please, by all means, comment below. Remember, we have discount codes in the description, and you can shop for most of our products in our Etsy shop at our Etsy link below. And if there is something you would like custom made, you are welcome to email us, or you can send a message on Facebook, Instagram, or Etsy. I recommend Etsy and Instagram. I'm not much into Facebook. We post stuff on Instagram, it goes to our Facebook page. It's not the one we use the most. Just put it that way. They're just stuck there. Okay, I'm just giving that a 2-minute cure. Best way to check and see if something's hard is if it's hard in your cup. So as you can see, that blue cured quite nicely. But look at that shimmer that comes out with. I'm gonna just clean this off. Now I am gonna need some E6000. I just don't know where that is. I know I have some. I just need to find it. I found it. I also have JB Weld, but I don't think we need that. I think we can get away with using this. Yes, that's much nicer. I'm much happier with that. I am gonna leave it. I'm stuck here, but I am happier. And see how that edge is nice now? So now I'm gonna stick on our cow. I'm gonna hold it up just so I can make sure I get it. I'm gonna press that down really well. And I'm just gonna gotta get that top layer off. Without ripping the sticker below it. I'm more worried about the words than anything. Nice, super cute. I want to make sure I get all the bubbles off. Now, you could leave it like that. You know, it's not going to really go anywhere. But that's not what I want to do. I am liking that. Oh, look how cute that is. I'm going to move these off to the side so they still get cure time as I cure the layers of this. Gonna put that much. Let me get out a tool. Gone. I was so worried about matching the green, and now it's more blue than it is green. Oh well. I love the way UV-DTF looks under the resin. We made a series of night lights. Now, the night lights, 4 of them have sold already. They're on their way to Florida. But we do have a few available. I'm just not sure if we're going to list them on our Etsy, if we're going to keep them local. I can't really decide, actually. It's been a battle of what I want to list. I'm having a hard job listing, actually. It's so monotonous. So there's our first layer on. I'm going to bring it up close so you can see the detail. Isn't she cute? Now I'm going to let that cure for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to get my glue ready. I do not use a lot of E6000, so I buy these little tiny tubes, and then if they get dry, I'm not upset. And I got this at the Joann liquidation. What a joke. So, okay, we'll just open that when it comes time. I'm excited for the little keychains. I can't decide if I'm going to finish those today on video or not. I want to keep this one kind of short, so I'm probably just going to do the one, oh gosh, this word, you know, phone grip, and then I will maybe start another video and show you how I finish the keychains. These are ones that I'm working on with that car charm for that custom order that's local. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna have to put these on like a resin. Actually, I might be able to use a silicone mat, but I have to get out my resin tape and stick that down. And then I think I'm gonna put a touch of, her favorite color is blue too. So it'll be blue, which is too bad that turtle is green, but we all need a little bit of different, right? Gonna let that run. Oh wow, that looks so good. I'm pretty happy with that, but I'm gonna do one more coat. A very small coat, which I have to turn my lamp off. And then I'm just gonna take it to the edge again. Not today, heifer. How funny. Today is, you know, the long weekend. I don't know when I'll post this, but today is Monday, Memorial Day. Which, all I can say is thank you for those who made the sacrifice that allow me to sit here today and record myself making something, talking to myself. No jokes aside, though, really. For all those who didn't get to come home. You're not forgotten in this house. And you don't go unappreciated. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this just to make sure that I get a good, nice bond with the back side of my resin. I'm just going to clean that off, but also I think I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to lightly score the surface, just so that we get a good bond between the back of the resin and this. That's all. Easy. I don't know if you have to do this or not. Personal preference. I, in the past, have tried, I actually have made these and then put the resin on first, applied a sticker, and then when that was done, then I would, you know, make a sticker and then resin dome it, but I would make it right onto this. And to be honest, this is faster, easier. I am going to demold this while that is curing for its final 5. Let me make sure this is set on 5. There we go. Let's see what we have. I'm going to save that right there. Let's start with the last little add-on, which is the starfish. Oh, wow. That is super cute. Those could make cute earrings. Wow. I'm going to put it back in the lamp. This is the set of molds from Amazon. That is coming soon. Oh yeah, I love that mix. Super cute. I am going to use that somehow in the charm with those things. I don't know how yet. Gonna have to get creative. This is the one I'm really looking forward to. Ooh. The little tail is hard to demold. I don't want to break it. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Let's see what we have here. How adorable. That is going to make the cutest little keychain. I love that sea glass glitter from my glitter check. Super cute. Okay, now I'm going to actually wipe off the top of my lamp while we wait, because it has some resins stuck on top that I do not like. After all these fun videos, I really got to start making some earring videos. Not just because that's what we do, but because, oh no, I've got a weird divot right there. That means I got to put another coat on. Not only because we sell earrings, but because I have so many new molds that I want to try and show you how we do them. Well, that didn't go as planned. I'll need to check it before I put it into the lamp for the last time. As you can see, I take it right to that edge without going over. I try very hard not to break that bead on the edge. You could use high viscosity for this, and it would work wonderfully. For me, though, it's just as easy to use this. I find it moves a little bit easier. It kind of goes where I want it to go a little bit better. I'm not sure why I got that little low spot in the last cure. Might have been a bubble there that I didn't see. I might have held the lighter on too long. People will argue of what I did wrong. Now all I'm going to do is just check my edge and make sure that I've got it nicely domed right to the edge part. I do like the way these molds work by using them as tools themselves. Okay, now I do see a lot of bubbles. I'm gonna try to use just a little less heat. I'm just gonna let this sit for a minute. Actually, the blue matches her glasses really well. Maybe that came through the glasses. Maybe they were clear. I guess I'll have to watch back in the video and see. Okay, that looks very, very, very perfect to me. But I say that, and then last time I got that big divot, but you can see the shine there. I am going to put you on pause while that cures, and then we'll be back and finish it up. Okay, we are cured. So, as you can see, nicely domed. We took care of all of our bubbles. There's the back. So, we're going to finish this up really quick. Opening the I can't think. E6000. Put the lid on. Then I'm going to take one of these handy dandy little swabs and I'm going to move it as close to the edge as I can. Now this is going to have to sit for a little bit after you get it applied so that, oh God, I hate the smell of this stuff. Because it will move around. So you want to make sure you try to keep it sitting somewhere up out of the way for a few hours, but once it's dry, it's an amazing bond and it will not come undone. So all I'm doing is just taking my little stick and moving the adhesive all over my hands. No, I'm just kidding. Kinda. Just moving it as close as I can to that outside edge. I am going to throw that away. I am going to wipe my hand off with the baby wipe. I am going to wipe the back of my piece off. It is going to hang over, but I want to try to get it on there as close as I can to the middle. There you have it. So you just add that on. Now, like I said, that's not gonna dry instantly. E6000 doesn't. But there you have it. I will take some pictures and show you some pictures of that. And I am gonna make another video of what I do with these, making them into a keychain. Just gonna keep messing with that, holding it there. Anyway, thank you for watching. Check out the codes below, all the things that you can do. Again, this mold came from Michael's, and it came with 4 of the foam grips included. So you could make all 4 at once. I think I'm going to do one in a beach theme next. But there you have it. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.